Welcome to page 3. Today, we're going to be finding the part again. We will be using the formula R times T equals P, which is, of course, rate times total equals part. And we will be using tape diagrams to solve each of our problems. The parts we're going to be looking for are either the sale price part or the savings part of the bar. So we're going to be working with money today. Let's take a look at a quick problem. In your notes, draw a nice tape diagram. And next to it, write the formula R times T equals P. Let's say we're going to do a little shopping today. We have had our eye on a bicycle that normally costs a total amount of $260. That represents the entire bar, or 100% of the cost. Now, the bike goes on sale. Well, think of it this way. Of those $260, when something goes on sale, there is a part you get to save called your savings. But the other part of the bar represents the sale price, the cost of the bicycle on sale. And that's the portion you're going to have to pay to the store. So this goes to the store, the savings stays in your pocket. So let's say today the discount rate on this bicycle is 40%. That's known as the discount rate. Or, scoop, as you change it to a decimal, 40 hundredths, or 40 cents of every dollar you get to save. Well, we know that out of 100%, 40% is placed here. So let's take 100, subtract 40. That means that 60% of the original cost is the rate we're going to use for the sale price. Or scoop, as we convert it to a decimal, 60 hundredths, or 60 cents on every dollar, must be paid towards the sale price. So the question is, what are we looking for? Do we want to know, out of the $260, what part we save? Or should we figure out what part we have to spend, or the sale price part? If we get to pick, and let's pick the sale price this time, if we're looking for the sale price, we're going to have to use the 60% rate, or 0.60 in our formula, and a total of $260. So let's move to our formula. We're going to take 0.60 times $260. Punch that into your calculator and calculate the cost, or the sale price, of the bicycle. You should have gotten a sale price of $156. That goes in this part of the bar. So out of $260 that you normally pay, you now only need to pay $156. I'm curious, how much are we saving though? If we take $260 and subtract the amount we have to spend, which is $156, we get a savings of $104. Those two parts add up to this total. Let's try one more problem together. Okay, draw a tape diagram in your notes and write the formula next to the tape diagram. Let's say we're doing a little bit more shopping and we've had our eye on a skateboard that sells normally for $120.50. That's 100% of the original cost. That's your dollar total. That's your total in terms of percent. But the skateboard goes on sale. Part of that cost you get to save. That's known as your savings. But there is part of the cost you'll have to pay to the store known as the sale price. So today, the discount rate is 35%. And as we convert it to a decimal, it's 0.35, 35 hundredths, which means you get to save 35 cents of every original dollar. But what's the rate associated with the sale price part of the bar? Well, we know out of 100%, if 35% has been assigned here, if we take 100% and take away 35%, we get 65%. That's the rate for the sale price. Or scoop, scoop, as we convert it to a decimal, we do have to spend 65 cents of every original dollar. So this is the rate for the sale price, and if you're looking for the savings, this is the rate you'd use for the savings part of the bar. So depending on which part of the bar you are trying to figure out, you need to choose wisely when it comes to your rates. This time, let's find the amount we're going to save, or the savings part of the bar. So, part of that total will go there. And since I'm looking for the savings, I'm required to use 0.35. That's my rate times $120.50. Take a moment and punch that into your calculator. You should have gotten this on your screen. We're going to have to round to the nearest penny, or the hundredths place. So, rounded to the nearest penny, we are going to save $42.18. Now, if I want the sale price, so I'm just going to jot down 42.18. I can use the formula all over again, but this time with the rate of 0.65. Now turn to page 4, and let's start page 4 together, and you will have to complete the remainder of page 4 on your own. Once you're done with page 4, you can compare your answers to the answer key. This concludes page 3.